What if I told you that the way you measure time is a lie, not a mistake, not an accident, a deliberate design built to disconnect you from nature, from your body, from the cosmos? You've been living inside a false clock, and almost no one talks about it. In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII introduced a new calendar to the world. It replaced the Julian calendar, which itself replaced older, ancient systems. The Gregorian calendar gave us 12 months, unequal months, 28, 29, 30, 31 days. No logic, no pattern. July, named after Julius Caesar. August, after Augustus. 2 months literally named after Roman emperors who inserted themselves into time itself. But here's what they don't teach you. Before this calendar existed, humans lived by a completely different rhythm. A rhythm that matched the moon. A rhythm that matched the female body. A rhythm that matched the earth itself. And that rhythm had exactly 13 months. The 13-moon calendar is not a new invention. It is one of the oldest timekeeping systems on Earth. Here is the mathematics that will change how you see everything. 13 moons times 28 days equals 364 days, plus 1 day out of time. The day of alignment, 365 days, a perfect solar year, 28 days, the exact cycle of the moon, 28 days, the exact cycle of the female body, 28 days, the growth cycle of human cells. This is not coincidence. This is the original code of nature, and it was buried. Who used this calendar? Almost every ancient civilization on Earth. The Maya, perhaps the most advanced astronomers in human history, built their entire civilization around 13 moon cycles. Their calendar was so precise, it tracked Venus to within 14 seconds per year. Modern science confirmed this only in the 20th century. The ancient Egyptians tracked 13 lunar months. Their goddess Isis was said to have 13 powers 1 for each moon. The druids of ancient Celtic Europe divided the year into 13 months, each named after a sacred tree. The Ogham calendar, a living map of the forest and the sky. The Lakota, the Ojibwe, and dozens of other indigenous peoples of North America called their calendar the 13 grandmother moons, each moon carrying wisdom, a teaching, a medicine. The Hebrew lunar calendar, still used today, is based on 13-month cycles. The Islamic Hijri calendar follows the moon. The Chinese lunisolar calendar adds a 13th month every few years to stay aligned. Every corner of the earth, every ancient culture, they all looked up at the same sky. They all followed the same moon. You might think this is all ancient history, but the 13-moon calendar never truly disappeared. Today, millions of people worldwide follow the 13-moon natural time calendar, a modern version created by scholar José Argüelles in the 1990s, based on the original Maya dream spell system. Communities in over 90 countries actively use it, from Japan to Brazil, from Europe to India. In Nepal, the Bikram Sambat calendar, used officially by the government, is a lunar calendar with 13 months. In Ethiopia, the official calendar has 13 months. The country even has a tourism slogan, Ethiopia, 13 months of sunshine. The Hebrew calendar used in Israel regularly has 13-month years called leap years. This system is not dead. It was never dead. It was only hidden from you. So why don't you know about this? José Argüelles, who spent his life studying this system, said something that has stayed with me. A people who are confused about time are a people who can be controlled. The Gregorian calendar was not designed for harmony. It was designed for commerce, for taxation, for scheduling, for control. Irregular months that keep you confused. A week of 7 days that has no connection to the moon, to the sun, to anything in nature. When you live outside of natural time, you feel it. That constant low-level anxiety, the sense that time is always running out, the disconnection from your own body, the feeling that something is fundamentally wrong, but you can't name it. You were given an artificial clock and told it was reality. What happens when you return to natural time? People who follow the 13-moon calendar report something remarkable: a sense of coming home, a synchronization with their own body. Dreams become more vivid. Intuition sharpens. The feeling of running out of time begins to dissolve. Each of the 13 moons carries a specific energy, a specific intention. You don't just know what date it is. You know where you are in the living cycle of the earth. This is not mysticism. This is physics. Everything in nature moves in cycles. Your heart beats in rhythm. Your lungs breathe in rhythm. The tides rise and fall in rhythm. The moon completes her cycle in 28 days every single time, without fail. You are part of that rhythm. You were always part of that rhythm. You just forgot. If this resonated with you, if something inside you recognized this truth, I've created a complete guide to the 13-moon calendar. Everything you need to understand this system: how to read your galactic signature, how to align your life with natural time, how to begin living in harmony with the moon, the earth, and yourself. The link is in the description. Your awakening has a timeline, and it's written in the stars.